بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Welcome dear student of 6th grade. In lesson 2 we will talk about the water cycle. As we talked in the previous lesson, is the continuous movement of water among different water reservoirs. Reservoirs mean places at which water can be kept on the earth. Here, water reservoirs are storage locations of water on earth. Water reservoirs include oceans, rivers, rocks, seas, glaciers, lakes, living organisms, soil, atmosphere. Two factors affect on all these processes, and the steps of water cycle are energy and force. These two factors affect the process of water cycle, which are, someone tell me, yes, evaporation, and condensation, and precipitation. These processes affected by energy of sunlight and of force. We will begin by the energy. The sun is the most important source of energy that affects the water cycle. When water changed from solid state as ice to liquid state, this means from solid to liquid means melting. Melting means transfer from solid to liquid. We have to gain energy. It gains energy. When water changed from liquid, solid, this means freezing. Freezing, transferring liquid into solid, this means this matter will lose its energy. So, when we gain energy, we transfer from solid to liquid. When we lose energy, we transfer from liquid into solid. Force, there is a main force that affects the water cycle, which is gravity. Earth's gravity force water rain to fall down, not up. We call it gravity. It is the force that causes falling of melting ice crystals and water droplets found in the clouds back to earth. So when the water rains like this falls from the ground to the earth's surface, it affected by force of gravity. Force of what? Yes, force of gravity. This leads to flowing the liquid water downhill into streams and rivers towards large water bodies. Means water moves into seas and ocean, which are large water bodies, from lakes and bundles. Flowing of water in the solid state in glaciers from high altitude area or high elevation, like a top of mountain, to lower altitude areas, lower elevation, or such as surface of the ground, where the frozen water melts mean, yes, gain energy, and flows into the ground of the water bodies. Yes, here, adi condensing water vapor fall on the earth as the form of water rain and precipitation process, and this move into water with the effect of gravity to move in the water bodies, such as large water bodies such as oceans and seas. Melting of ice. We see in the shape here, melting of ice. What do we mean by melting? Melting, transferring, yes, solid as ice into liquid as water. Leakage of liquid water down into ground, then to groundwater reservoirs. This is what we mean by melting of ice. Now to transfer of energy. Condensation and freezing are two processes occur when water particles lose thermal energy. Transferring gas in water vapor into liquid in water, we called it condensation. Condensation. And this condensation accompanied by losing energy. Yes. And when this liquid transfer into solid, yes, we called it freezing. And also accompanied by losing energy. So condensation and freezing are combined by losing thermal energy. Melting and evaporation and transpiration in the plant leaves are processes occur when water particles gain energy. So melting means transfer solid into, yes, liquid. We called it melting. And also in transferring liquid into gas, we called it evaporation. Evaporation. These two processes are combined by gain thermal energy or gain energy. There is a process also in plant called transpiration. It's like sweat in human body. So these processes are combined by gain thermal energy. Yes, here to the meaning of transpiration is a type of evaporation that takes place through the stomata of the plant leaves. Here the stomata holes in the plant at which from which the water vapor comes out from the leaf as a sweat in the human body. About 10% of water vapor in the air comes from transpiration of plants. Example shows transpiration. Bring two plant different sizes. Put one of them in the direct sunlight and the other in shadow area. We expect which of them will give us water vapor. Right, I hear you. Direct sunlight would give us water vapor in a form of transpiration. Tie around a leaf from each plant or a plastic bag like this. Here, the transpiration means water vapor comes out from the plant holes or stomata in a form of water vapor, which called transpiration. What do we notice? Water droplets formed inside each of the two bags. The sunlight affects the amount of transpiration of plant. The one in the sun will give more water. Where the wind, the amount of energy comes from the sunlight increases, the transpiration increases. Yes, so the transpiration increases when the sunlight increases. Condensation, we talked about it in the previous lesson. The air that is saturated with water vapor cools. Cools mean gain energy or lose energy. Yes, cooled means lose energy. Lose energy. Yes, due to the decreasing of air temperature. So the water vapor changes into liquid. Clouds are formed where they consist of tiny water particles or droplets that are condensed in the air. So the water vapor released its energy. Released means loses energy and they change into water. So transfer water vapor into water means gas to liquid accompanied by losing energy. Means when the temperature decreases. How clouds are formed? Clouds are formed due to the condensation of water vapor into water droplets that attach to particles of dust, smoke, and etc. in the air. So transferring water vapor as a gas into water droplet as a liquid is condensation, and this accompanied by, yes, loss of energy or decreasing in temperature. Clouds are made up of millions of tiny particles of water droplets. When these water droplets become too heavy, they fall in form of rain. We call that precipitation. Yes, so precipitation means falling tiny water droplets from clouds into the earth in a form of rain.
Let's look at the science of rain and how raindrops form. First, we'll need the sun. When the sun shines on water on the Earth's surface, the heat of the sun warms the water, turning it into an invisible gas called water vapor.
This means,
This process,
yes,
the change of water into a
evaporation,
gas,
transferring
is called
water
evaporation. Because
into
gases
water
are light,
vapor by the effect of the
water vapor rises
sunlight.
high
We
into the
called it
sky.
evaporation.
And the further you move up and away from the Earth's surface, the colder the temperature gets. So in the
These are combined by rising temperature or decreasing temperature. I heard you. Yes, good. Rising of temperature. And then when it reaches into the sky, the condensation process takes place, transferring water vapor into water droplets. And when these water droplets become heavy in this cloud, it transfers into water again, from vapor into liquid, and fall on the Earth's surface as water droplets in a form of, yes, I heard you, in a form of rain. We called it, yes, rain falling or precipitation. This water fall on the earth to find its way again to the sea or groundwater. Till here we reach to the end of lesson 2. Till we meet again, goodbye and good luck.